So, very good afternoon, all the participants. Today, we'll be discussing the provisions relating to LLP and the case studies which are covered. So, I would request Trisha Sood to please start the session. The basic idea behind these sessions is to have a student's perspective because ultimately you have to study the provisions. So, and wherever there are gaps, so that also we can identify. So, please, Trisha please start the session. I have already shared the PPT and other material in the group. Let me
Sir,
make you co-host also.
sir, I've opened the Bear Act and PPT.
Okay. So
So,
please share it in the screen.
okay, PPT I'm sharing.
So I'm making all the people as co-hosts so that you can keep on adding people if somebody comes. Yes, now it is visible. So please start.
A limited liability partnership means partnership formed and registered under this act.
Trisha you can make it on slideshow, full screen.
How to make it?
Slideshow है ना? फाइल,
Okay.
होम, इंसर्ट, डिजाइन, ट्रांजिशंस, एनिमेशन, स्लाइड शो. ऊपर में सारे आइकॉन्स बने हुए हैं. तो स्लाइड शो पर क्लिक करिए आप.
Slideshow.
हाँ, स्लाइड शो पर क्लिक करके और फ्रॉम करंट स्लाइड कर दीजिए. सेकंड वाला फ्रॉम करंट स्लाइड, ये हाँ यहाँ पर क्लिक कर दीजिए. बस अब ये हो गया. नाउ इट्स बेटर.
So,
यस.
Limited Liability Partnership Act 2008, in this act, LLP means partnership formed and registered under this act. Designated partner means partner designated as such, pursuant to Section 7. Every LLP, sir, should I read it as such, or every LLP shall have at
Yes,
least
you can read it. You can read it. Students
an
can ask the questions. Participants can ask the questions wherever required.
Mhm. Every LLP shall have at least two designated partners who are individual, and at least one of them should be resident in India. Features of LLP: limited liability of partners, flexible form of organization, administration according to LLP agreement, required to register with ROC. LLP agreement is main incorporation document, but partner is agent of LLP, not of other partner. Limited Liability Partnership Act 2008, Partnership Rules 2008, Registrar of Companies, LLP agreement between partners. So procedure is file LLP agreement in Form 3. DP designated partner will apply for
अच्छा जी,
designate.
1 2 से पढ़ना है. जैसे 1 नंबर पहले पढ़ना है आपको.
अच्छा, वन है, कहाँ पे है वन?
1 देखो ना, लिखा हुआ है इस पे. 1 कहाँ लिखा हुआ है?
अच्छा, हाँ ठीक है.
हाँ.
सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, जो डेजिग्नेटेड पार्टनर है वो अपना आइडेंटिफिकेशन नंबर अप्लाई करेंगे. डिजिटल सिग्नेचर के लिए अप्लाई करेंगे सेकंड नंबर पे. फिर रजिस्टर डिजिटल सिग्नेचर ऑन MCA पोर्टल. देन अप्लाई फॉर न्यू यूजर रजिस्ट्रेशन. ये न्यू यूजर रजिस्ट्रेशन क्या हुआ? मीन्स यस.
यूजर नहीं हो ना, तो
हाँ
आप
जी.
अपना न्यू यूजर रजिस्ट्रेशन. साइट को तो पता नहीं ना कि कौन हो आप.
हम्म. So, file form number 1 for the name approval, then file incorporation document and subscribers statement in form 2. These all are online formalities that you are
बिल्कुल.
applying
एमसी
for.
एमसी की वेबसाइट पे. यस.
They are all online formalities that you have to file incorporation documents, subscribers statement, and once approved by the ministry, LLP is registered. So this is the procedure. And then file LLP agreement in Form 3. So two forms, basically Form 1, 2, 3. One is for the name approval, 2 is for statement of subscribers, and 3 is the agreement. Then application and Form 18 with the following attachment.
ये है बेसिकली.
Conversion.
दिस इज फॉर कन्वर्जन ऑफ कंपनी इनटू
Conversion.
एलएलपी. If you are
Conversion of
existing
a
company and you want to convert it into LLP, then these are the forms.
सर बट इसमें लिखा नहीं है अभी प्राइवेट कंपनी है कि पब्लिक है, दोनों का अलग अलग है ना?
दोनों का अलग अलग मतलब?
प्रोसीजर पब्लिक कंपनी कन्वर्ट हो सकती है एलएलपी में कि सिर्फ प्राइवेट कंपनी के लिए ये?
नहीं नहीं, दोनों का हो सकते हैं, क्यों नहीं?
दोनों का ही
ऐसा कोई
सेम
ऐसा
प्रोसेस।
कोई बार नहीं है।
So application will go in form number 18, statement with the following attachment, statement of shareholders in corporation document and form 2 filed electronically, statement of asset liability of the company duly certified as true by chartered accountant in practice. Actually मेरा ये थोड़ा हाइड हो रहा है। List of all the creditors, copy of acknowledgement of latest income tax return, particulars of any proceeding from any court or tribunal. Sorry, heading छुप रही है। Heading accounts. So on accounts of LLP is can be prepared on cash basis or accrual basis according to double entry system of accounting. So maintain at the registered office. Present preservation period is 8 years. Statement of accounts and solvency statement within 6 months from the end of the year. Form 8 within 30 days of end of 6 months period.
ये जरूर पूछता है नॉर्मली कि
Hmm.
विद इन व्हाट पीरियड द स्टेटमेंट ऑफ अकाउंट एंड सॉल्वेंसी शुड बी फाइल्ड।
So
विद
within
इन थ्री
six
मंथ्स,
months,
विद इन सिक्स मंथ्स,
form
ऐसे
8.
ये क्वेश्चन कई बार पूछता है वो।
Within 30 days from the end of 6 months.
हम्म।
Signed by signed by designated partner of LLP, approved by each designated partner. Audit is mandatory for LLP having turnover exceeding
इसके ऊपर
40.
भी कई बार सवाल पूछता है कि व्हेन इज
Audit
ऑडिट
required.
मैंडेटरी।
So audit is mandatory when the turnover exceed 40 lakhs in the financial year and whose contribution exceed 25 lakhs in any financial year. सर सेकेंड लाइन का क्या मतलब है? कंट्रीब्यूशन एक्सीड 25।
मतलब ऐसा ना, जैसे वहां शेयर कैपिटल होती है कंपनीज में, यहाँ कंट्रीब्यूशन होता है। ऑल द पार्टनर्स नीड नॉट कंट्रीब्यूट। कुछ पार्टनर कंट्रीब्यूट कर सकते हैं, कुछ नहीं। तो जो कैपिटल कंट्रीब्यूशन है वो 25 लाख से एक्सीड अगर करता है तो आपको फिर ये ऑडिट करवाना जरूरी है।
तो दोनों कंडीशन एंड लगा हुआ है, मतलब दोनों सेटिस्फाई होंगे। टर्नओवर एक्सीड 40 lakhs and whose contribution exceed 25 lakhs in financial year. Foreign LLP means LLP which is formed, registered, incorporated outside India, which establish a place of business in India. Foreign LLP is required to file Form 25 for approval of name. If foreign LLP has been incorporated in language other than English, then it has to be certified by the notary public in their respective country in the English language. If the translation has been made in India, then such translation is required to be certified by CACSCWA. Foreign LLP shall, within 30 days of establishment in India, required to file Form 27 within 30 days of its establishment. So Form 30 किस लिए है ये नहीं आ रहा है, Form 25 for name approval. Then winding up. Voluntary winding up, compulsory winding up by tribunal. Compulsory by tribunal, voluntary is with where the partner of LLP themselves mutually decide, and compulsory is tribunal condition is if the LLP decides that it is to be dissolved by the tribunal. If number of the partner fall below 2 for more than 6 months, if LLP is unable to pay its debts, LLP is unable to pay its debts. If LLP has acted against the interest of sovereignty and integrity of India, security of state or public order, tribunal is of the opinion that it is just and equitable on declaration of LLP as defunct suo motu by LLP, or if it is in not carrying business for a year or more. Declaration of LLP as defunct. So basically, there are 5 or 6 conditions for compulsory winding up. एक तो है आपके पार्टनर्स जो हैं 2 से कम हो गए हैं, या फिर you are not able to pay debts, or you are not able to carry business for more than 1 year, or you are acting against the interest of sovereignty integrity of India. LLP itself decides to be dissolved by tribunal, or tribunal is of the opinion is just and equitable. Then Limited Liability Partnership Act. सो यहाँ से एक्ट शुरू हो गया, हमने अभी समरी देख लिया. इट कंटेन्स टोटल 81 sections and 4 schedules. LLP Act approved by House of Parliament 12 December 2008. Assent given by President 7 January 2009. सो कौन सी डेट मानी जाएगी फिर? इफ
मानी जाती है जब एसेंट गिवन बाय प्रेसिडेंट है, उसके बाद
सो
में नोटिफिकेशन होता है. तो जो नोटिफिकेशन है उसमें डेट लिखी होती है कि इफेक्टिव डेट क्या है.
तो इफेक्टिव डेट इसमें नहीं आ रही है ना, जो
नॉर्मली जब एसेंट गिवन बाय प्रेसिडेंट है ना, वही डेट होती है.
वही होती है. तो 7 जनवरी 2009. एंड LLP, as LLP, anyone can do the business of trade, profession, services, and occupation. Indian Partnership Act does not apply to LLP. It is hybrid form of partnership and private limited company. Important definition in LLP. Body corporate. It include company registered in India or abroad. LLP registered in India or abroad does not include corporation, cooperative society, any other notified by central government in the official gazette. Tribunal means NCLT. Appellate tribunal means NCLAT. Financial year means 1st April to 31st March. Any LLP incorporated on or before 30th September of the year, then ensuing 31st March will be year end. तो obvious है. If the incorporated after 30th September of the year, then 31st of March of the year next following that year. Partners. Partner of LLP can be any individual or body corporate. Following shall not be capable of becoming partner. Unsound mind found by the competent court finding in force. Undischarged insolvent and applied to be adjudicated as insolvent, and application is pending. So following person cannot become partner. One is unsound mind, one is whose application for insolvency is pending, and who is actually declared as insolvent. नहीं, undischarged insolvent and application adjud undischarged insolvent मतलब उस अभी discharge नहीं हुआ है वो. Minimum 2 partners is required. No maximum limit. Maximum limit होती है शायद 100 या 50 की. Minimum numbers should
एलएलपी में कोई
not
लिमिट
go.
नहीं है, पार्टनरशिप में है, एलएलपी में नहीं है.
LLP में कोई लिमिट नहीं होती, 50 या
नहीं
100
नहीं नहीं नहीं,
का.
कोई लिमिट नहीं होती.
Minimum number of partners should not go below 2 for more than 6 months. Else, continue partners shall be personally liable for obligation of LLP incurred during that period. Continuing partners shall be liable for personally liable. Designated partner, minimum 2 designated partner required. Both should be individual. One of them should be resident in India. Nominee of the body corporate can act as a designated partner, may become designated partner by specifying in the incorporation document or LLP agreement. Consent of designated partner is must. Form and consent and prescribed fees required to be filed within 30 days of appointment or cessation. DPIN is must. Liability of DP is for all the compliances and any penalty imposed on LLP for that he also be liable. Any vacancy of designated partner shall be filled within 30 days, as all the partners shall be deemed to be designated. All the partners. Incorporation and other related matters. Two or more persons associated for carrying on lawful business for profit. Incorporation document shall contain PF and B. PF and B. P, partner name, address. F means form of registered office. N is name of LLP. Designated partner detail. Proposed business shall contain partner's name. Incorporation document
मतलब
shall
बेसिकली
contain.
याद करने के लिए अगर आप पी एफ एंड बी याद कर लो ना, तो पी से पार्टनर नेम हो गया, एफ से फॉर्म हो गया, ए से एड्रेस हो गया, एन से नेम ऑफ द एलएलपी हो गया। तो याद करने के लिए इनकॉर्पोरेशन डॉक्यूमेंट में क्या क्या होता है, ये एक्रोनियम बना दिया एक।
Proposed business. Statement in the prescribed form is to made stating that the requirement of the act and the rules made thereunder have been complied for incorporation and matter incidental thereto. Statement in the prescribed form is to be stating that the requirement of the act and the rules have been complied with for incorporation. Such statements should be made by any one of advocate, CACS cost accountant, and one of subscriber to incorporation document. LLP agreement should be filed in 30 days of incorporation of LLP. LLP agreement should be filed in 30 days of incorporation of LLP. The mutual rights and duties of the partners. Rights and duties in relation to LLP are governed by LLP agreement. If it is silent, then as per Schedule 1 of the Act. Agreement made before incorporation, then it can be ratified by all the partners. Registrar is satisfied with all the documents, then he can register and issue incorporation certificate under official seal within 14 days. सो इनकॉर्पोरेशन डॉक्यूमेंट्स का एक बार मैं समराइज कर देती हूँ। मीन्स इसमें इनकॉर्पोरेशन डॉक्यूमेंट में पार्टनर का नाम, एड्रेस, नेम, फर्म का नेम, डेजिग्नेटेड पार्टनर और बिजनेस की डिटेल जाएगी। स्टेटमेंट जाएगी प्रेस्क्राइब फॉर्म में स्टेटिंग दैट द रूल्स एंड द एक्ट हैज बीन complied with relating to incorporation. Such statement has to be signed, should be made by advocate, CACS, and one subscriber. Agreement should be filed in 30 days of incorporation of LLP. Mutual right duties in relation to LLP are governed by LLP agreement. If there is no agreement, then Schedule 1 agreement made before incorporation can be rectified, and if registrar is satisfied, then it will issue incorporation certificate in 14 days. Schedules to the Act. Schedule 1 is mutual rights and duties of the partners. This schedule is applicable in absence of the agreement. Schedule 2 related to conversion of the partnership firm into LLP. 3 is conversion of private company into LLP. And 4 is unlisted public company into LLP. Cessation of partnership interest. A person ceased to be a partner as per the provision mentioned in the agreement, or in absence of the provision, not less than 30 days notice to be given to other partner of his intention. It can be done by following. Cessation can be done in case there is a death or dissolution of the firm, declaration of unsound mind by the competent court, applied to be adjudicated as insolvent or declared as insolvent. Declared insolvent. Partner is seized but still be liable to third liable unless third party is aware of his cessation or notice is delivered to registrar. He is liable for the old liabilities during his tenure as a partner. He is entitled for contribution made in LLP, share of profit after reduction of accumulated losses, if any. And after cessation, he cannot interfere in the management. Contribution made in the LLP, share of profit. Registration of change of partner or their details. If the name or the address change of the partner, then his duty is to inform LLP in
शीतल जी, आप
15.
पढ़ लो अगर पढ़ना चाहते हो तो। अगर आप फ्री हो तो आप पढ़ लो। शीतल जी, आप पढ़ना चाहोगे? कोई नहीं, त्रिशा जी आप कंटिन्यू करो प्लीज।
सर रजिस्ट्रेशन ऑफ चेंज ऑफ पार्टनर और देयर डिटेल, मेरे ख्याल से सर हम वैसे केस स्टडी ले लेंगे तो ज्यादा बेटर है। पहले एक बार केस
कंप्लीट कर
स्टडी
लो,
खोल लेते।
पहले
ओ
इसको
सर,
कंप्लीट कर लो, समझा करो। जब यही समझ में नहीं
क्योंकि
आएगा
सर ये
केस स्टडी
बहुत
क्या करना है,
बड़ी स्लाइड है, कुछ 20 से 30 पेजेस की है।
तो कोई बात नहीं, पढ़ना तो क्वेश्चन तो कहीं से भी आ सकता है।
अच्छा सर, मैं थोड़ा सा गर्म पानी लेके आ रही हूँ, 1 मिनट का ब्रेक दे दो।
हाँ कोई बात नहीं, प्लीज, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, मिनट में। यस प्लीज।
Registration of change of partner or their details. If number or address change of the partner, then his duty is to inform LLP in 15 days. LLP should inform registrar within 30 days of admission or cessation of partner or change in information of partner of above such change.
ये ना कई बार
So,
इस पे क्वेश्चन पूछ लेता है। देखो, पीपीटी पढ़ने के लिए मैं क्यों जोर दे रहा हूं, क्योंकि इस पे क्वेश्चन पूछ लेता है कि भाई अगर नाम चेंज हो गया तो कितने दिन में इन्फॉर्म करना है। तो जब तक हम ये पीपीटी नहीं पढ़ेंगे, केस स्टडीज में सारे क्वेश्चंस नहीं कवर हो पाते। प्लीज कंटिन्यू।
yes, sir. Whoever contravenes liable for penal provision. Partner can also file directly of his cessation. Registrar will first try to take confirmation from LLP firm. If no confirmation received, then in 15 days ROC will register. Section 26. All partners are agent of LLP firm, only not of other partner. Next slide, sir. Extent of liability of LLP partners holding out. Any partner act out the authority, he will be personally liable. LLP or other partner is
Not not liable.
any wrongful act or omission by any partner in the ordinary course of business, then LLP is liable. Any act of wrongful or omission by any partner, then other partners is not liable. Any obligation of LLP arise as per the contract, then LLP is liable. Liability of LLP shall be met out of the property of LLP. In case of holding out
इसमें
the
मेन बात अपने को क्या ध्यान में रखनी है कि यहाँ थोड़ा सा डिफरेंट है पार्टनरशिप एक्ट से। पार्टनरशिप में क्या है, जॉइंट एंड सेवरल लायबिलिटी है। यहाँ पर क्या है कि
लिमिटेड लाइबिलिटी।
पार्टनर इज एन एजेंट ऑफ द एलएलपी ओनली एंड नॉट ऑफ अदर पार्टनर्स। तो बेसिक डिफरेंस यहाँ पर ये है। उस हिसाब से हमें इसको पढ़ना है तो समझ में आ जाएगा। यस प्लीज।
yes sir. In case of holding out, the person is liable, and if any credit is availed by LLP, then to that is also liable. After the death of partner, if his name is used, then deceased partner is not liable for that act. If business is carried out for defraud to defraud creditors or any person or for fraudulent purpose, then LLP and partner who acted is liable for unlimited. If LLP proves that it was without the knowledge or authority of LLP, then LLP is not liable. If LLP, partner or designated partner or employee conducted affairs in fraudulent manner, then they are liable to compensate the person who suffered and without prejudice of criminal proceeding. Here also LLP proves that it was done without the knowledge of LLP, then it can be saved.
करूंगा कि ना इसका एक चार्ट बना ले हम लोग। एक चार्ट ऐसे बना लें, पहले तो लिख दें एक्ट, एक्ट के बाद में लिख दें लाइबिलिटी, वेदर एलएलपी लायबल, वेदर पार्टनर लायबल, इस तरह से, है ना। तो अगर उसको चार्ट बना लेंगे, चार्ट फॉर्म में इसको कन्वर्ट कर देंगे, तो वो और बेनिफिट रहेगा। यस प्लीज।
So next slide, sir. Maintenance of accounts, audit and filing. Maintain account either on cash or accrual basis, double entry, maintain at registered office for such period, that is 8 years. Audit is required if turnover is greater than or equal to 40 lakhs or contribution is greater than or equal to 25 lakhs. Statement of accounts and solvency shall be prepared within 6 months from year end and file it within 30 days thereof in format plus prescribed fees. Annual return shall be filed within 60 days of financial year and in Form 11 plus prescribed fees. Violation of above filing, then LLP and all designated partners are liable. Section 69 permits for late filing with late fees as under. Within 300 days of last date of filing with additional fees of rupees 100 per day delayed. After expiry of 300 days, you can file it with additional fee without prejudice to any other action or liability. Winding up of LLP. It can be done by voluntary or by tribunal. Under following circumstances, LLP wound up by tribunal. When LLP decides, partners below two numbers for more than 6 months, unable to pay its debt, affects the integrity of India, interest of the sovereignty or security of state or public order, default in filing of statement of account or annual return for consecutive 5 years. Tribunal feels that it is just and equitable to wound LLP. LLP case law. Swarna Padme Consulting LLP versus Union of India. It is the case of the petitioner that the petitioner is a limited liability partnership which is engaged in the business of consultancy in the FENG in Chinese thought, a system of laws considered to govern spatial arrangement and orientation in relation to the flow of energy, psi, and whose favorable or unfavorable effects are taken into account when designing buildings. It is further contended that the petitioner LLP had a nominal revenue of rupees 3,54,000 till 2016. However, due to financial crisis, it failed to earn any revenue in the year 2017. Since the petitioner was very much occupied in developing its business activity and since it had no revenue for the year 2017, it failed to upload its statement of account and solvency, that is LLP 8, and annual returns, that is LLP 11, for the period of 2016 and 2017. Even today, the petitioner LLP is an ongoing concern and is actively involved in business. It is further case of the petitioner that on 16/3/2018, since the petitioner LLP failed to upload its statement of account and solvency and annual returns for the period of 2016 and 2017, the respondents were under the impression that the petitioner has stopped its operation and also business and had issued a notice vide annexure A seeking representation form from the petitioner, failing which the name of the petitioner would be removed from the register of limited liability partnership. On receipt of the said notice, the petitioner within a period of 30 days has filed the statement of accounts and solvency and annual returns for financial year of 2016 and 2017 within the time notified. It was under the bona fide impression that it has complied with the statutory provisions and as such did not find it necessary to give reply to the said notice dated 16/3/2018. It is further case of the petitioner that on 23/5/2018, when the petitioner tried to file statement of accounts and solvency and annual returns for the year 2018 The petitioner came to know that the respondents, without issuing any notice and thereby without providing any opportunity of hearing, have changed the petitioner LLP from active to defunct status. Therefore, the petitioner is before this court for the relief sought for. I have heard learned counsel for the parties to list Sri Vivekananda, learned counsel for Srimati V. Gangabai, learned counsel for the petitioner, reiterating the grounds urged in the writ petition, contended that, in spite of the representation made by the petitioner as per Annexure B, dated 14/8/2019, requesting the respondents to restore the status of the company from defunct to active till today, the respondents have not taken any action. Because of the inaction of the respondents, the petitioner LLP is driven before the court for the relief sought for. Therefore, he sought to allow the writ petition. Per contra, Sri Thimanna Bhatt, learned CGC for respondents rightly and fairly submits that the representation of the petitioner will be considered by respondent numbers 1 and 2 and appropriate orders of the petitioner shall will be considered by respondent number 1 and 2 and appropriate orders will be passed in accordance with law. Said submission is placed on record. Having heard learned counsel for the parties, it is the case of the petitioner that though the petitioner LLP is on going concern and actively involved in the business, due to financial problems, not uploaded statement of accounts, solvency and annual returns for the period of 2016 and 2017. The respondents, under the impression that the petitioner has stopped its operation and also business, issued a notice to the petitioner LLP. In response to the said notice, the petitioner filed the annual returns and intimated that the petitioner has complied the statutory provisions. The respondent, without giving any opportunity, changed petitioner's status from active to defunct. Therefore, the petitioner made representation to the respondents as per Annexure B. It is well settled that whenever an aggrieved party made representation to the concerned registrar of companies requesting the authority concerned to restore the petitioner company status as active from defunct, it is the duty and obligation on the part of the respondent to consider the representation and pass appropriate order in accordance with law. Same has not been done in the present case. Therefore, the petitioner has made out a case to issue writ of mandamus as prayed for it for in the petition. In view of the above, the writ petition is allowed. The respondent number 2 is hereby directed to consider the representation of the petitioner dated 14/8/2019 as per Annexure B and pass appropriate order in accordance with law within a period of 1 month from the date of receipt of copy of this order. Accordingly, the writ petition is disposed of.
ये क्या हुआ? आई थिंक ये खत्म हो गया है ना यहीं पे.
है वो क्या है, बेसिकली दोबारा रिस्पॉन्ड बैक कर, रिमांड बैक कर देते हैं ना, कि भाई आप उसको अपॉर्चुनिटी दो, बस और क्या, ये है.
Case Study 3, Merger of LLP into Company. Companies Act 1956 defines transferor company to include any body corporate. Section 230 to 232 of the Companies Act 2013 uses the term company and not body corporate. Section 234 defines foreign company means any company and body corporate outside India. LLP Act 2008 provides for amalgamation of LLP into LLP. However, no specific provision for amalgamation of LLP into company. Divergent rulings of NCLT. Permitted NCLT Chennai bench in case of Real Image LLP and Cube Cinema Technologies Private Limited on 11/6/2018. Intention of Parliament to permit merger of a foreign LLP with an Indian company under Section 234 of the Companies Act 2013. It would be wrong to presume that Act prohibits merger of Indian LLP with Indian company. Case of omission of language in the statute causes omissus, that is, a case which was omitted to be included but which would otherwise have been included given the same as covered in the erstwhile Act. No express legal bar to allow merger of Indian LLP with Indian company. Permitted NCLT Mumbai in case of Vertis Microsystems LLP and Forehead Solutions Private. No discussion on the issue of merger of LLP into company. Not permitted NCLT Ahmedabad in Kedia Ceramics Partnership Firm on 22/9/2017. Legislature in its wisdom thought it fit to make available the provisions of amalgamation only to companies and not body corporates. No specific provision under the Income Tax Act for tax neutrality in case of merger of LLP into company. Tax implications for partners, LLP and company need consideration. Alternative modes for achieving the desired objective of consolidation of LLP and company. Slump sale of business from LLP into company. Conversion of LLP into company followed the demerger.
ये समझ में आया नहीं है क्या ये नॉट परमिटेड एनसीएलटी अहमदाबाद?
बेसिकली इसमें क्या कहना चाह रहा है वो कह रहा है जी फॉरेन एलएलपी को तो आप मर्ज कर सकते हो इंडियन कंपनी के साथ, लेकिन इंडियन एलएलपी को इंडियन कंपनी के साथ मर्ज नहीं कर सकते। आप पहले लॉ में ऐसा लिखा है, क्योंकि एक जगह सिर्फ कंपनी लिखा, एक जगह लिखा कंपनी और बॉडी कॉर्पोरेट। तो वो ये कहता है कि भाई आप इंडियन एलएलपी को अगर ये एमलगमेशन मर्जर से रिलेटेड इश्यूज है, तो अगर आप एमेलगमेट करना, देखो कंपनी को कंपनी में आप एमेलगमेट कर सकते हो। अब क्वेश्चन ये आता है कि एलएलपी तो फॉरेन एलएलपी भी हो सकती है और इंडियन एलएलपी भी हो सकती है। तो अगर फॉरेन एलएलपी का मर्जर अलाउड है कंपनी में, ठीक है, लेकिन इंडियन कंपनी का मर्जर इंडियन एलएलपी के साथ अलाउड नहीं है। वो कहता है कि एलएलपी को पहले कन्वर्ट करो कंपनी में, इंडियन एलएलपी को, और फिर मर्ज करो। ये प्रोविजन है।
मतलब सर ये लॉजिक क्या हुआ, मतलब लॉ में एलएलपी
लॉजिक ये
फॉरेन।
है कि लॉ में ऐसा लिखा है, और लॉजिक वो कहता है लॉ। कईयों ने ये कहा कि भाई ये गलती से लिखा गया होगा, तो एनसीएलटी ने कहा
हाँ
नहीं
हाँ।
भाई, ऐसा गलती से नहीं लिखा गया। लॉ मेकर्स की इंटेंशन क्लियर है कि वो इंडियन
हाँ,
एलएलपी को इंडियन कंपनी में मर्जर अलाउड नहीं है। अगर आपने करना है तो पहले एलएलपी को कन्वर्ट कर लो कंपनी में, फिर मर्जर कर लो। ये है।
अच्छा।
हाँ।
ओके।
उन्होंने कहा
ओके
कि
सर।
लॉ में जो लिखा है वो ठीक लिखा है।
ओके
एक
ओके सर।
एनसीएलटी में आर्गुमेंट दिखा गया कि ये गलती से छूट गया होगा लॉ मेकर से, कॉजेज ऑमिसेस, उन्होंने
हम्म,
कहा ऐसा कुछ नहीं है।
अच्छा सर।
Rejected by NCLAT, Delhi on 4/12/2019, merger of Real Image LLP and Cube Cinema Technologies Private Limited. Conversion of LLP into company followed by demerger. Foreign company or body corporate incorporated outside India can be merged into an Indian company.
हाँ, तो आज की डेट में सिचुएशन यही है कि अगर आपको मर्ज करना है इंडियन एलएलपी को इंडियन कंपनी के साथ, तो पहले कन्वर्ट करो, उसके बाद में मर्जर अलाउड
Okay.
है। फॉरेन एलएलपी डायरेक्टली मर्ज हो सकती है इंडियन कंपनी में। ये है।
इंडियन LLP इंडियन कंपनी के साथ मर्ज नहीं हो सकती है।
हाँ, पहले आप कन्वर्ट कर लो उसको, इंडियन एलएलपी को इंडियन कंपनी में, फिर मर्ज कर लो। ये है।
Okay. Expulsion of a partner of a LLP. A partner of a LLP may be removed or expelled as per the LLP agreement. If the agreement is silent on this issue, then Schedule 1 would be applicable to the LLP, and it says that majority of partners can't expel a partner. In other words, consent of all partners would be required to expel a partner. General reasons for removal of partner. LLP business is carried by mutual understanding, and as per LLP agreement, there can number of valid reasons for removal of partner from LLP. Generally, LLP agreement have such terms. A few situation where it give rise to take action for removal of partner. Fraud in business, negligence in roles and responsibilities, violation of law, lack of funding, bankruptcy or insolvency of general partner, change in scope of work of LLP, retirement or resignation of a partner, breach of financial data, breach of trust, inability to perform obligations as defined in the LLP agreement.
शीतल जी,
यस सर।
आप पढ़ लीजिए, या त्रिशा जी आप पढ़ लीजिए।
ओके
हम्म।
सर। In following situation, LLP partner automatically cease to act as a partner in LLP. On dissolution of the LLP, on death of the partner, if the partner is declared to be of unsound mind, if the partner is adjusted as an insolvent or declared as insolvent. List of document for removal of partner from LLP. Existing LLP agreement, consent letter, resolution of authorized partner. Next करना है। अच्छा, सर स्क्रीन पे तो मेरा एंड आ गया।
हाँ हाँ, तो यही यहीं तक ये एंड था। अब इसमें ऐसा है ना कि इसके बाद में वो जो मैंने आपके साथ ग्रुप में शेयर किए हैं दो वीडियोस, जो अपना उनका है ना, अपना ये दिव्या सोमानी जी का, वो बहुत अच्छा वीडियो है। उसमें बहुत सारे केस स्टडीज डिस्कस की गई हैं, पार्टनरशिप एक्ट की भी,
अच्छा,
एलएलपी की भी और कंपनीज एक्ट की भी। तो वो जरूर आप देखिएगा। उसका मुझे
यस सर।
पीपीटी नहीं मिल पा रही क्योंकि 2-3 साल पुराना वीडियो है वो। तो मैं देखता हूँ वो पीपीटी कहाँ पर है, तो पीपीटी में भी ढूंढता हूँ बेसिकली। 1 मिनट, रिकॉर्डिंग बंद कर देता हूँ।